What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Metroid Fan 9 coming to you with another video game review. And in this review, I'm going to talk about the game Donkey Kong Land 3, which was released on the Nintendo Game Boy by Nintendo and Rare. And this game is the third game in the Donkey Kong Land series for the Nintendo Game Boy, and it's also a part of the game Donkey Kong BCGB rather, Dinky Kong and Dixie Kong for the Game Boy Color, which was only released in Japan. And it's pretty much like a Game Boy version of Donkey Kong Country 3 when you're talking about designs and gameplay and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Now, essentially, the plot of the game is that Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong went to search for some prizes in a place called Lost World, and Dixie Kong got mad about that, so she took her little cousin Kitty Kong with her to compete against Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, and the Kremlins to find this particular treasure before Donkey Kong or the Kremlins and stuff like that. Now the game pretty much consists of 6 worlds: Cots, Wallop, Prime Ape, Plains, Black Rest, Plateau, Great Ape Escape, Tin Can Alley, and the Lost World. Actually, the one section is called Black Forest Plateau. And each world pretty much has 9 levels, with the ninth level in each world serving as a boss battle and everything. Of course, with this game, like the previous Donkey Kong Land games and Donkey Kong Country games for the Super Nintendo, you get one-ups by getting the Kong balloon, spelling out Kong, or getting 100 bananas and everything. Now, like in the previous Donkey Kong games, you pretty much collect DK coins, but but pretty much the big difference is that you need the DK coins to pretty much gain access to the Lost Worlds and everything. You can also collect bear coins, bonus coins, and watches and stuff like that. Now with the watches, you need those just as much as the DK coins, because you're gonna need them to gain access to the Lost World also and everything. Now, after you complete Donkey Kong Land 3, you can unlock a mode called the Time Attack mode. In order to unlock it, not only do you need to beat Donkey Kong Land 3, but you also need to get all of the bonus coins and all of the DK coins and everything. And pretty much there's 12 stages within the Time Attack mode, and you have to complete each stage within a specific time limit, and all the stages have their own like time limits where you have to complete each stage in and stuff like that. Now the graphics and design for Donkey Kong Land 3 is pretty decent, but it lacks the color palette that because like I said, with the technical limitations of the Game Boy, but since Donkey Kong Land 3 is compatible with the Super Game Boy, uh, the color palettes won't be an issue if you play it if you happen to have a Super Game Boy and everything. Now the controls and gameplay are pretty good, but like I said, since this game is a Game Boy version of Donkey Kong Country 3 for the Super Nintendo, there's nothing that's has changed in that regard. You know, like now the soundtrack and sound effects are pretty good, and it's pretty consistent with what you find with the previous two Donkey Kong Land games and the Donkey Kong Country trilogy for the Super Nintendo and stuff. Now it's like if you enjoyed pretty much the Donkey Kong Country 3 And in the previous two Donkey Kong Land games, pretty much you're going to enjoy Donkey Kong Land 3, especially with the old time attack mode that is in this particular game and everything. With that being said, as far as the score, I definitely give it an 8 out of 10. A pretty decent game, but not the best game on the Game Boy, though, you know. Now, with that being said, you can sound off in the comment section about Donkey Kong Land 3, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. And if you like this video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. This is your boy Big Measure and Fan 9 signing off.